The odds at the moment are 7-1 Terry Griffiths to take the title. But the favourite is Steve Davis at 13-8. And so we come into our second frame.
The first frame of snooker that we've had here today, in my opinion, was a very, very good frame. No big breaks, both players playing very, very carefully, and some tremendous safety play.
One. 7.
Both players, of course, realizing the first frame being so important to get away to a good start. And in fact, Terry must be wondering really how he lost that game, because he really did nothing wrong. Made one mistake throughout the game.
Terry Griffiths, 8. Right.
Quite undecided on this one. And that was his problem. He knew he'd kissed the black. Didn't want to take it too far away from the pocket.
I think he'll take the risk here of sending the cue ball in between the ball colours to bring it back onto that loose red. Yes, there we are. Nice angle to get between the brown and the yellow back onto that loose red in the centre of the pocket, table.
60. Ready? 17. Ready? Go.
A repeat
22.
performance in this frame as in the first. Terry getting away. Now 22 points to 0, but he's in trouble this time.
Black to blue. What is it? 17. 17. 14.
And there seems to be just a slight hiccup on the scores by John Williams, who's the senior referee of these Embassy Championships. They can do that all morning.
Both players will be trying not to leave a touching ball, because that will allow the opponent just to play away from the reds and put them in trouble.
23.
I think now that Terry can just clip off the red, send the cue ball back up to the baulk end of the table.
31. Carry on. 31.
And he's a bit unlucky there. John Williams having a close look to see if it's touching or not. Obviously it's not, well, he's stated. We now await his decision on which ball he's going to nominate.
I think it would be the brown around the three cushions and try and come up behind the brown.
Steve Davis, of course, apart from his prowess at snooker, is a very good billiards player, and there's a proof of it, the knowledge of angles.
One. Five. Six.
Rex, Steve has not been missing too many long balls in the championship so far. He's missed a couple already this morning.
Yes, he was very lucky there, Ted, because had he not got that double kiss on the red, he would have put Terry in. And very lucky to get out of that. As you say, he just missed those long shots. Not by much, but just a fraction out. I think Terry's hit this one absolutely perfect.
22.
Got the cue ball almost exactly where he wanted it. But I think there's just one red that will go. But very dangerous. I'm not sure if he can get by the green to hit that red. I think he'll probably take a risk here to come, the cue ball to come between the other two reds.
29.
And I'm afraid he stuck it up.
Yes, he got the angle of the cue ball perfect there, but the red stayed in the jaws.
One. Carry on. 37. Bar stroke 4, carry on, let me in.
$30. 34 points ahead now.
Terry just being disturbed there by a late arrival.
The word please. 7 3 3. One. One.
80.
I think that Terry Griffiths can consider himself a little bit unlucky there, because there is a red in between the pack of reds which will go, and a red at the back of the pack which is out in the open. The cue ball could have almost stopped anywhere and been on a choice of one of those reds, And of course it's got tucked behind the other red, which I think is quite unlucky.
Going for the half butt for a safe stop.
Getting Griffiths, 18.
39 points ahead now.
Well, 13.
Still settling down, I believe, both players at the moment, to the atmosphere here in Sheffield. Very important quarter-final.
18, very nice.
I think Steve will be forced into going for this difficult red. This is a very, very important shot. There is a space between the other reds, but the centre pocket could be very much in the way. Cue ball go very near the centre pocket. And that's a tremendous shot under pressure. Well, he hasn't come onto the ball colours, and he's looking at this long blue, and again this is another, if he takes on this blue, it's a really crunch shot, this blue. He's got to get this.
Six. 7.
14.
And he's not quite far enough down the table.
Well.
21.
Just 27 points in it now.
27.
Steve Davis, 12.
Very clean indeed.
I think that Terry can possibly pop the pink, but it would be a very, very dangerous shot. And of course, with this, at the moment, 28-point lead, he can't afford to take any risks to give Steve a chance of winning the frame. There you saw quite a subtle shot from Terry. Not only a good safety shot, but put the green tight or very close to the side cushion, which makes it more difficult for Steve to clear up.
Foul.
And he doesn't believe that himself.
44.
32 points.
Fine. Six.
Overreaching.
19, the Werner 50.
Must have one foot on the floor. Left himself a red into the center. Now 45 points
30.
ahead. Steve Davis now requires a snooker. He won the first frame.
Stroke 4, 39.
20. $21. $28. 29.
40.
34.
1.
Bad luck. Tried to shift the green, of course.
Terry Griffiths, 36. Three.
7.
7. 12. 18.
Steve having a little practice on the colours.
10.
A break then of 36 at the critical stage by Terry Griffiths, world champion in 1979. Takes the second frame to make it all square. This young man, Steve Davis, has a lot on his shoulders. He's made favourite for this year's Embassy Championship before it started. Just a little chat between the two as the balls are being set up for the third frame.
5, please.
Both players, I feel, have not yet settled down at this early session.